What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. Yeah. Dang it. Hey, just a quick rant real quick before I go into the actual topic. Cats are jerks, man. A cat did that. And then there was this bird. I called him bro. They attacked this baby bird that was trying to learn how to fly. And I thought I had a pet bird. It was a blackbird, a subspecies of the thrush. And they're songbirds, so he's always chirping and always making a bunch of noise. And his parents are chirping, making a bunch of noise. Thought he saved him, but cats did too much damage to him, and he died like the next day. So anyway, on to the story. Well, it's not a story. More like my rant. So I was watching a video today on Facebook, and there's this sister, a Muslim sister. I guess she's in Syria, war zone, whatever, and she's crying because she only got like fly covered, moldy bread to eat for her and her kid. And nothing triggered inside of me. And I was like, am I a sociopath? Am I a psychopath? Do I have no empathy? Do I have no sympathy? And technically, I guess you could say I have sociopathic tendencies. Sociopaths, you have to understand the difference between psychopaths and sociopaths. Psychopaths, this is physiological. There is something broken inside their amygdala. The amygdala shows reduced function. Now, in sociopaths, it's the same thing, reduced amygdala function, but it is not physiological. They are not born with that condition. So psychopaths, there's something literally broken inside of their amygdala, inside their brain. Their amygdala doesn't function properly. And although this is going a little bit off topic, I just want to explain this real quick since I brought it up. There was a guy who, I think his name was, what was his name? He did the psychopath test. He created the psychopath test. Bob Hare. Hare. Bob Hare created psychopath test. Before they made human experimentation illegal, he used electrotherapy. And what he'd do is he'd do this countdown. He'd say, okay, what we're going to do, he'd bring up people, normal people and psychopaths, to machines before they actually knew how to find psychopaths using this method. It's illegal now, but anyway, I'm going to explain it. Psychopaths, they'd bring up regular people and psychopaths and to a machine that administer electric shocks. And they would tell the people, the regular one and the psychopaths, like, we're going to count down from 10 and we're going to give electrical shock. And so they 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, boom, hard electrical shock. Now what happened is in regular people, there was a slow buildup. But because it was the first time, they weren't really knowing what to expect. So, but there was a buildup in tension in the brain, like stress. And then bam, they got hit and they're like, and then, you got the big brain activity from like, pain, fear, whatever else that comes along with like receiving electrical shock. Psychopaths didn't show like an uptick in like fear of the countdown to 10. But they did experience the pain and the whatever else when the electric shock came. Now they repeated the same process with the same people. Now the amygdala of the regular person was going crazy because he knows what's about to happen. I'm talking louder because my family's being loud. So now he figured out like, he knows like something's coming. And like now he's stressed out at 10, 9, 8, 7. He's like ramping up. He's getting super stressed. Shock comes, boom. Now he's just freaking out entirely because he knows it's coming. Psychopaths, their readings were the same as the first time that they got shocked. Totally flat, like 10, 9, 8. It's like he'd never been shocked before. And they use this as proof that the amygdala is damaged and that psychopaths will have a high rate of recidivism, repeat offenders after going to jail because they don't understand consequences. They can't understand, crime and punishment, that there's a consequence to certain actions. Or repeat, actions have consequences. So their amygdala is broken. So anyway, I thought, am I a sociopath? Am I a psychopath? And then I thought about it. I might have sociopathic tendencies because, just the way society has done us, in our experiences with women. Now, here's why I don't have sympathy and empathy. And I had to really stop and think like, maybe there is something wrong with me. I might be broken. And maybe I'm not saying that having sociopathic tendencies is normal. Maybe there is something wrong with me. But this is like you find in the entire red pill scene, a pretty consistent pattern of behavior, this lack of empathy and sympathy. And this is due to damage, sociopathic tendencies. I know I'm hopping all around the place, guys, but forgive me. Sociopathic damage, comes from like experiences, traumatic experiences. And what are most people in red pill dealing with? Traumatic experiences with women. So anyway, back to the point. Why do I not have empathy or sympathy for women? in these situations because, you know, Allah has given women a doorway out, and that's just being women and male thirst. There are entire agencies that specifically cater to women and their needs globally. There are agencies, government offices, private institutions, individuals that will cater to women immediately, and simps and thirsty white knight dudes. Where does that exist for men? If you're in a situation, a bad one as a woman, you're there by choice. Don't save her, she don't want to be saved. The reality is, all you need to do is go out and be like, oh, woe is me, I'm a damsel in distress, and there'll be dudes lined up around the corner to come save your day. I don't care if you got 82 kids and you're like 57% over your recommended BMI. You could be the most lethargically fat, disgusting slob of a woman, a complete jerk, and that's what most of you women are today in the West. Fat, entitled, stupid jerks. You're going to get a man if you just advertise, and he'll take care of you, because that's in the nature of men. So the reality is, why should I have sympathy for you? If you're in that position, you're in that position by choice. All you have to do, look, and especially, and this was a Muslim woman, all she has to do is go out and say, you know what, I'll be your second wife. And some dude's going to take care of her. Some dude will. Will it be ideal? No, of course not. But see, that's the thing. Women want this dream idea of how the relationships are going to be. They'd rather suffer by their own hands than live half comfortably in a situation that they consider to be suffering under a man. And this is universal amongst women. So don't expect me to have sympathy or mercy or whatever else for these people. If you're in that position as a woman to where you're homeless or you're eating crap food, it's by choice, because there are multiple agencies globally that will help you. There are men globally that are thirsty and will help you. You are there by your own choice. Just throw up the white flag, swallow your pride, maybe something else, and some dude will save you. That's just the reality. I don't have that option. I can't go out and like, oh my gosh, I'm a man in distress, and women are going to line up around the corner to like give me a place to stay and money and whatever else. It's not going to happen. Governments don't give men free money. Men become homeless. How many male shelters are there, and how many female shelters are there? Yeah. So anyway, it's just a concept and idea, because I had to think about, like, if there was something wrong with me, because when I watch these videos, I'm just like, meh. I had to think, like, maybe there's something wrong with me. I don't automatically assume that I'm right in everything that I like, think, and I feel inside myself, and so I had to stop and think about it. Anyway, let me know your experience about this. This is your man, Abuamerican. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at Abuamerican. I am out.